It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh, you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy, too, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're bringing you the Chicago Bulls out at United Center as they'll face off against the Miami Heat. Miami comes into this one following a loss to the Pistons at Little Caesars Arena. A crushing defeat in that one. Still with a sour taste in their mouths, they're looking to play much better. And we're in the era of the point guard, one of the best here tonight in Damian Lillard. Kenny, how's he able to score so well at his size?
Lightning quick, on and off the ball. So that's difficult to guard. And when you're a deadly shooter in the clutch, what else do you need, Ernie?
Ernie, for the second time in this game's history, I'm going to give Kenny another compliment.
Oh, man.
He reminds me of Kenny because he needs very little room to get off his shot. And he finishes at a high rate in traffic, just like Mr. Smith over there.
Oh, I'll pass it inside the Shaq
off.
then. I'll pass it inside the Shaq, and you know what happens there.
Rejected.
No, passed inside to the big fella for the dunk.
Here's Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
I gave you another compliment.
Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. We are in the Windy City, Chicago, United Center to be exact, home of the Bulls. And, of course, Jabari Parker. See how they continue to fare without him.
And it's a trade that it caught me a little off guard, I have to be honest, Kevin. He played such a big part for this team, and really the last guy I expected to see them move.
And it's Chicago to start out. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Heat, Richardson and Winslow out on the perimeter. Whiteside is out there with Nurkic, and it's Lillard in at the one spot. Markkanen can't get it to go. Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to Detroit. Well, it seems the Heat's identity is always built, Steve, on defense.
Physical and nastiness, part of the system, part of the culture in Miami.
And so it's the Heat getting on the board first. side. Butler tries again. Rebound by the Heat. Lillard looking around. We're about 1 minute into the first. The shot will not fall. Good work defensively by Carter. The Bulls have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Dunn passes to Markkanen. Levine kicks to Butler. From 15 feet away, and there it is for him.
They finally hit one after missing 3 straight.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Winslow finds Whiteside. And good that time.
Showing off his inside game. Whiteside looking good there.
Bulls have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. He said the big thing is we cannot play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. We'll see if they can turn the tables around and even up this season series, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. So their focus is squarely on the opponent today, in particular that defense they have to contend with.
And I just wonder if they'll try to solve the problems this defense poses by keeping the tempo quick, trying to strike early in the shot clock.
You know, I think a more patient approach would be smart. Concentrate on shot selection and ball movement rather than tempo.
Al Levine after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Butler against Whiteside. 5 to shoot. Here's Dunn. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Heat have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lillard misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Butler. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Dunn. Cross contact on the shot. And now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
I like what he's given them tonight. Efficient offense that's helped fuel this lead.
And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know, Greg. Goes about 6'8", 240. And he can D-up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
Free throw, good Butler.
And Jimmy Butler, you know, something of a quirky character. Has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind him. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
Whiteside, good.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
Levine against Richardson. Pass to Dunn. Back to Levine. Dunn against Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Let's go. Dunn misses. And Butler never afraid to be a little bit different, listening to country music in the locker room, much to his teammates' chagrin.
And in the offseason, riding around in a van with a baby on board sticker, even though he's single with no kids. Remove the rearview mirror as a symbolic reminder to never look back. This guy's special.
The Heat trail by 3. 5 on the clock. Lillard against Dunn.
He's hit a rough patch this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it, though.
They shoot again. Nurkic. And finally they hit one. Nurkic has got his first basket.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
To the middle. Here's Carter. Back to Dunn. to the right wing. Three-pointer, Markkanen, and the Bulls with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Stolen by Carter. Inside. That's good from Dunn on the assist by Butler. Dunn's got his first points of the night.
Challenging the heart of the defense. Dunn will break you down if you don't stay connected to him.
That's tipped and stolen by Dunn. Down low. Here's Butler. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
Those 220 pounds came in handy. Jimmy Butler using his big body and muscling those tough shots.
Richardson the pass to Nurkic. The dish to Lillard. Over Dunn. That one misses. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And simply put, they couldn't score. They never got completely in sync in that one.
Well, that's putting it mildly. They were in total disarray. I have no idea where their heads were that night.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Heat. Trailing by 5. Latrey. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Steve, I know in calling your games, you were known to be such a smooth athlete. You were graceful, great elan on the floor. Who are some of the smoothest players that you watched today?
I think Kevin Durant, his game, it just doesn't seem like you can speed him up. He plays at his pace, which is an unbelievable pace. I look at even a guy who doesn't dribble as much, Klay Thompson does the same routine coming off screens. You can't really speed him up. I love the way Chris Paul is one of those guys. He's graceful and smooth. Those are some of the guys that stick out for me.
It looks effortless, doesn't it?
Yes.
Bobby Portis is checked in for Markkanen. That one is no good. Well, it feels quite a while ago that the Bulls put up 72 wins in a regular season.
Well, the Warriors beat that mark 2 decades later, and that was a few years ago. But give the Bulls credit. They've been trying to put together a contender. It's just kind of hard to find another Michael Jordan.
And here is Dunn after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Portis kicks to Carter. Butler on the wing. Back to Carter, 4 on the shot clock. And again, Chicago, no good. Richardson finds Lillard. Richardson, good. Richardson's got the game tied up here for the Heat.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Levine can't hit.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Butler with the steal. Feeds to Dunn. Trying to get open is Carter. Dunn misses. Miami's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Lillard outside. Nurkic the pass to Richardson. Carter against Nurkic. Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Nurkic. Lillard's got 5 points so far. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Josh Richardson, a great story for the Miami Heat. A diamond in the rough, taken with the 40th pick in the 2015 draft. He's become a cornerstone.
So for the Bulls. Lopez, he's checked in for Carter. Justin Holiday comes in for Zach LaVine. And it's Lawson in for Chris Dunn. Now, here's Portis. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Portis has got his first points of the night. Smitty, with his impressive development, the Heat rewarded Richardson with a 4-year, $42 million contract in the summer of 2017.
A really good value for a full-time starter.
Wade, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
He's been making plays like that his whole career. Wade is a master at working himself to the charity stripe.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Two shots.
And that one falls for Wade.
They have plenty of ball handlers and athletes on this Heat's roster. Despite that, they play at a slow pace. That's just the team's MO.
He hits both from the stripe. Well, offensively, the Heat don't run, but they're not shy about gunning.
They don't run, but they shoot a lot of three-pointers. You need that shot to compete in today's game.
Now, here's Butler. 26 points for him last game against the Nuggets in Denver. And it's in there. Lawson's got his first 2 points.
Jimmy Butler is on it, staying alert, finds his man breaking free.
Waiters with the ball. Butler covering. And Waiters kicks to Wade. Shoots over Portis. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Heat lead by 2.
I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but when you're that open, you got to go straight to the basket. The fadeaway was clearly a bad choice.
Now, here's Butler. He's got 11. A shot by Lawson, wide open, and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Well, Dion Waiters is one of those irrational confidence players. He can get his shot anytime, and he's never shy about it.
You're right. That can rub off on a team in a good and in a bad way. The confidence part is good, and at the same time, you want efficient offense, passing up good shots for great shots.
2 shots.
Free throw, good Waiters. Steve, we're seeing a lot of big contracts that include a no-trade clause. Just how much peace of mind does that give a player to know that clause is in that contract?
Kevin, I'm so jealous. I wish I had a no-trade clause on a lot of my teams. Some of those teams I got traded from, I didn't want to go, and I think it does, like you said, give these players a peace of mind to understand they are in control of their destiny. And then you can see sometimes it gets a little ugly when the organization wants to trade those players, but they can't.
Well, it basically handcuffs an organization. They can't make the moves like the Knicks with Carmelo Anthony. They were tied up a lot of the time because he would say, no, I don't want to go to that particular team.
Yeah, and the Knicks, they only can fault themselves. They gave him the no-trade clause.
Right. Wade against Levine. Dishes it to Dunn. Portis with it. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And there's the call on Curry. That is his first foul of the game. And so here is Chicago. It's a 3-point game. Now the pass to Portis. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Even as he slows down a little, Wade still makes the commitment to defend at a high level.
Chicago shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
2 shots.
that one is off.
Everybody talked about that huge Jimmy Butler trade last year. Some people criticized the Bulls' return in the deal, but the team seems happy with what they got.
And the second free throw, good. Now talking about that trade, it's obvious the Bulls were thinking full-on rebuild.
Yeah, they got young assets in Zach LaVine and Chris Dunn. Lowry Marketing was a great draft pick. Meanwhile, Jimmy Butler and the Wolves, they lost in the first round of the playoffs.
And they got to keep him off the glass. For a little guy, he can be a handful on the offensive boards if you're not aware of him.
Dunn passes to Portis. 1:29 left here in the opening quarter. And Waiters has it in the corner. No good from outside.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Now here's Valentine. He's still scoreless so far in this one. LaVine against Wade. Offensive rebound. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Not a big-time leaper, but Bobby Portis uses physicality and carves out space for another rebound.
Bulls have hit just 2 free throws in 5 attempts today.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Free throw good, Portis. Well, Heat fans, not the league's loudest, but they do show up.
They sell out the arena every night. They love their team, and it's a great place to play.
Now here's Waiters. 11 points for him in that last game against Detroit. Curry outside, nailed from three-point land. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Bulls trail by 4. Dunn kicks to Carter. Pass to Valentine. Shoots from the elbow. That one doesn't go. Johnson with the defensive effort. The Heat leading by 4. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Dunn. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Dunn's got his second basket of the night.
You know, this is where Dunn's best, shooting the jumper.
Here's Wade. And that one released in time, but no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Heat lead by 2. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Tough-nosed Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a franchise player.
Leader, all-star, whatever you want to call it. But with that comes a lot of, some people call it pressure, but a lot of responsibility is what I call it. Every night you got to show up. You have to be productive. You have to show guys even when you're hurt, you can still play. Even when you're tired, you got to go out there and do what you're supposed to do. It's fun to me. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
That's what he worked for. And he works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Cleaning the glass. Right from the jump. And that really helped them to set the tone.
What you have to do is establish a physical presence early. An aggressiveness their opponent has failed to match.
On the floor for Miami, Dion Waiters is out there with Johnson. And there's Seth Curry. And there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Johnson. Curry's got 5 points so far.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Lawson dishes to Valentine. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And Holiday has it in the corner. Over Wade. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Heat with the lead. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And the call will be against Ty Lawson. That's his first foul. Pulls on D. Free throw line jump shot.
Heart, guts, and commitment. Bobby Portis with terrific defense on that play.
Holiday against Wade. Passes to Portis. Now Lawson. Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the teardrop. He lays it in. Holiday's got his first bucket in this one.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Curry finds Waiters. Back to Curry. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. The Bulls in second.
And you always like to see aggressive defense. And then when you can convert mistakes into points offensively, that's a big key.
Now, here is Lawson. He averages about 5 points a game. Lopez kicks to Portis. To the paint. The shot's good from Lawson. Lawson's got 6.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
Curry passes to Wade. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Count it. Johnson's got it all tied up now for Miami.
Attacking on the interior, I like that attitude.
And it's Lawson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls.
James Johnson, one of those do-everything guys you love to have. Brings in energy, physicality, and toughness.
Now, here is Lawson. 6 points for him. Waiters outside. Rebound by the Bulls. And Smitty, I'd say that James Johnson, one of the better defensive players in the NBA.
Yeah, teams look for those strong physical wings who can guard multiple positions. He can defend all 5 positions and never afraid of contact.
Now here's Lawson after Dion Waiters miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
No hesitation. He took it right to the rack. But a quick reaction by the defense.
Holiday looking for an opening. Valentine kicks to Lawson. Shoots over Curry, and it's off the back rim. No good. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Again, the miss by the Heat. For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. To the paint, it's stolen by Johnson. Now Wade, 6 points for him. And it's Johnson with the jam.
Nice read by Dwayne Wade. Beautiful.
Chicago trailing here. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Remember back in 2016, James Johnson signed a make-good contract with the Heat. He's transformed his body, going from about 274 to under 240. And in the following season, they rewarded him with a 4-year, $60 million deal.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Markkanen, he's checked in for Lopez. Butler comes in for Denzel Valentine. Beans checked in for Justin Holiday. And Chris Dunn's subbed in for Ty Lawson. And a new group in for the Heat. Whiteside's checked in for Johnson. Winslow comes in for Dion Waiters. Richardson, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Curry. Here is Lillard after the three-pointer from Zach LaVine. And Lillard kicks to Richardson. Here's Whiteside. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Whiteside's got 8 points.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And LaVine, here we go. Dunn, right side. And there's LaVine on the assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists now in this one. And for James Johnson, losing all that weight seems to have unlocked his versatile, high-energy game, Greg.
Yeah, and this lower weight, Kevin, this guy's a wall of muscle. You combine that with the greater mobility, and now he possesses an athletic advantage most every night he takes the floor.
Here's Winslow after the Bulls pick up 2. Lillard outside. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. Chicago on defense. 3-point lead. And here's Richardson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And he did great work on the defensive end, too, with 3 steals on the night. This is why you like to get him touches. He makes things happen.
Here's Dunn following the 3 by Miami that went in. Lillard against Dunn. A baseline J, and a little luck that time, but it drops. And that's now 7 points for Lillard.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough. Yeah, the defender all over him.
Hassan Whiteside said growing up, he never had a backup plan. He was going to be an NBA player. His huge size made that a pretty safe bet.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. And you just don't see many players with the kind of length that Hassan Whiteside possesses.
Did you know on his tiptoes he can grab the rim with both hands, and he's pretty athletic for his size. Those physical tools just about off the charts.
And he sinks the second.
He's a guy with all-star talent. It's been a long road for Whiteside, but he has a chance now to do something special.
Now, here's Dunn. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
He also was very good distributing the basketball, keeping guys involved and engaged all night.
Butler against Winslow. Shot clock at 5. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Butler.
Tonight, Butler's been ferocious. Got into a rhythm early and has been able to sustain that effort.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And, Steve, looking at KD's move, the Isaiah Thomas trade, what level of loyalty is there now between players and teams?
You know, I think it comes down to, I know people get upset when, per se, like the Kevin Durant move, but he was a free agent, so he was allowed to move. I think when it comes a little tricky, when you have guys traded, that's when you start to see the players starting to see where they sometimes don't think the organization have loyalty, but sometimes, and you can see organizations a lot of times is just looking to make their teams better, but it really comes down to a trade when the loyalty starts to be questioned.
LaVine can't hit.
I'm not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Richardson, no luck. Bulls trail by 3. here's Dunn. 6 points for him. Markkanen passes to Portis. Dunn dishes to Markkanen. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Levine, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
With that long wingspan, Hassan Whiteside saying, no, not in my house.
Lillard against Dunn. Richardson with it. He has 5. And he converts the layup. Richardson's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Chicago calls timeout. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus. But they held each other accountable and played hard.
He's checked in for Chicago.
And checking out some stats for Lillard. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's around 18 points per game, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
You know, mentally, he's a pass-first type of player. It gets everyone involved and engaged, and that really sparks this offense.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Whiteside. 4th in field goal percentage, 6th in rebounding, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer, understands the offense, moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. Now, here's Whiteside. Here's Nurkic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. The Heat shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. Now, here's Dunn. He's got 6. He kicks it to Markkanen. Carter outside. Bean passes to Carter. And here is Dunn. 6 to shoot. Inside. Poke loose. Levine. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Levine's got 7 points here in this quarter.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
There's Winslow, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Winslow's got the lead up to 6 now for Miami.
Making things happen in close. That's where Winslow is most comfortable scoring the basketball.
On the wing, Levine. Kicks it to Carter. Back to Levine. And the jam by Levine.
Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Here's Whiteside. Markkanen pulls it in.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Lillard against Dunn. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
To the inside. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got his 3rd assist on the night. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They can look forward to the Quicken Loans Arena after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Butler, no good. The Heat leading by 4. 1:07 left here in the second. Winslow against Butler. Offensive rebound. Nurkic lays it up off the glass. Nurkic has got 9.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. Dunn kicks to Markkanen. Carter outside. Dunn looking over the floor. And there's the pass to Butler. Clock at 6. Winslow against Dunn. That's off. It's his 4th miss and 7 tries. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Richardson against Levine. Richardson, no luck.
And on some plays, everything goes your way except for the finish.
And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his first foul. Lillard against Dunn. Pass to Butler. Buzzer beater's good.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
You know, this is the discipline you need to play with. At this level, number of possessions matters.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Heat out front, up 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Dwayne. How did you evaluate the first half?
I like the way we started the game. Sometime on the road we start off slow, so I thought we got to the fight early. And it's 2 good teams, so, it's the way it should be.
Yeah, we'll see if you can keep their crowd out of it in the second half. Thanks, Dwayne. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Put the defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago. A time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
And they haven't needed a lot of shots to get their points. Just tremendous efficiency here in the first half.
What I love watching is they are working for high percentage looks and cashing in when they get them.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. And it's Butler in at the small forward. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. Steve Hassan Whiteside, a fearsome finisher inside with his length. Talk about his offensive game for us.
Well, he's starting to develop a pretty good touch out to mid-range. He has soft hands, a little floater in there. Still, it's his dunking and finishing that keeps him in the highlight reels.
Here is Whiteside after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Whiteside with it. Now defended by Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. There's Winslow, and too long on the shot.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
LaVine for 3. It doesn't go for him. And Miami the other way now. Winslow against Butler. Passes to Nurkic. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat to the paint. And Whiteside with the basket on the assist by Nurkic. And that's now 11 points for Hassan Whiteside. Bean passes to Markkanen. Carter outside. Butler kicks to Carter. LaVine wide open. Connects from three-point range. LaVine's got 5 points in the quarter.
Nice form. The elbow right in line. Zach LaVine has a fantastic-looking shot.
Whiteside finds Lillard, and it goes down 2 points.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
Bulls trail by 3. Bean passes to Markkanen. Here is Carter. He's covered by Whiteside. Back to Carter. LaVine inside the three-point line. And it's Miami with the rebound. Whiteside's got getting it done. Winslow up top, defended by Butler. Winslow dishes to Whiteside. Here's Richardson. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Butler. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Justice Winslow.
Now that's an energetic drive to the rim by Jimmy Butler. Speed and strength.
For Chicago, they have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Butler.
What you have with Jimmy Butler is a guy who can guard 1 through 4, and sometimes even the 5.
And so he hits both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to Richardson. He kicks to Whiteside. Shoots over Markkanen. Rebound by the Bulls.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Miami.
And you can see how important those inside baskets are. This is a team that loves to work the ball inside, whether the entry pass or off of a drive. They like to feed on those high percentage looks.
Now here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. Nurkic kicks to Richardson. And there's the feed to Whiteside. Markkanen pulls it in. And here's LaVine who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 1. He dishes it to Dunn. Outside, LaVine. Nurkic with the steal. Richardson against LaVine. Richardson finds Lillard. Now Nurkic. Dunn covering. Clock at 6. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And right there is the list of rookie assist leaders for the last 10 games. It's been all about team play for this group lately. 5th is Wendell Carter.
And the assist numbers the past few weeks have shown how well he's fitting in chemistry-wise for this team.
And a deep 3 from Lillard.
Well, just think what's happening here. He hasn't found his groove, yet they still hold the lead.
And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Not the easiest guy to stick. Chris Dunn's quickness puts defenders in difficult spots.
Chris Dunn, taken 5th overall back in 2016. Didn't break through in his rookie season with the Wolves. He's getting more opportunity here in Chicago.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one. And, Greg, you look at Dunn. It can take longer for point guards to develop in the NBA.
A great point. It's the most cerebral position in our game. Learning how to run an NBA offense is a challenge. Good news, though, is he's putting in the work necessary to figure it out and progressing nicely.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
To me, Chris Dunn has all the tools to be really good. Has to cut down on the turnovers and has to keep working on that jump shot.
Now, here's Lillard. 9 points in the game so far. The elbow, it's Whiteside. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Lauri Markkanen. The Heat have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good from Whiteside. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Dunn passes to Markkanen. The 11-footer. Here's Carter. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Carter's got his second bucket of the game to go. Miami trailing. Richardson kicks to Whiteside. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. That's a 2 from Lillard. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet just can't complete the play.
The Bulls have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
And the Bulls, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops in for Dunn.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Richardson. 7 points in the game. Kicks to Whiteside. The dish to Lillard. It's good from long range. Lillard's got the game tied up here for the Heat.
Good poise, good pass from Whiteside. Hassan with beautiful vision on that play.
Butler feeling out of it. Nurkic with the block. Now Winslow, looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. A three-pointer, no good. So LaVine will bring it up now for Chicago. Here's Butler. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. Here's what Miami has lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Boston Celtics. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Chicago calls timeout. Changes for Chicago. Bobby Portis is checked in for Carter. And it's Denzel Valentine in for Chris Dunn. Then for the Heat, Adebayo is checked in for Whiteside. Waiters comes in for Winslow. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Josh Richardson. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Waiters against Butler. Lillard from outside. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 5th rebound in this one. He feeds it to LaVine.
Zach LaVine, he has the mentality of a go-to scorer. He's got the confidence to take and make tough contested shots.
For Chicago, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses.
A late bloomer in high school, Zach LaVine could still be just scratching the surface of his true ability.
And the second free throw, good.
You know he wanted to knock down all his shots at the line, but he still did enough to put them in front.
Wade finds Waiters. Here's Adebayo. He's guarded by Markkanen. Off with the layup. And Steve, Zach LaVine, no lack of confidence. Great range on his shot. What's the next step, you think, in the maturation of his game?
Without question, it's at the defensive end. A slender build, but has the tools to be a quality defender. It's about focus and the desire to be a two-way player.
And that one's good. Lillard.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
LaVine kicks to Portis. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. On the wing, LaVine over Lillard. And it's LaVine that time on the assist by Butler. And that's now 17 points for Zach LaVine. Lillard, the pass to Waiters. Nurkic in the post, working on Portis. Adebayo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, Steve Bam Adebayo out of Kentucky adapting quickly to the NBA game.
He's been a sponge, Kevin. Plays the game with an infectious energy. He's a keeper.
First trip to the line for him here. First one falls for him. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Valentine kicks to Butler. Fires at the elbow. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Wade. 2 points. That one goes. Wade's got it all tied up now for Miami.
You know, he's never been one to settle. D-Wade will go right at you.
LaVine finds Portis. Back to LaVine. Not going to go that time. And Miami the other way now. Lillard, the pass to Adebayo. Here's Nurkic. For the lead. Got a piece of it.
Great dive by Bobby Portis. Would love to see him block more shots, but he got all of that one.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Levine kicks to Markkanen. Back to Levine. Shoots over Lillard. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Levine's got 10 points in just the second half. And so Lillard will bring it up for Miami. Launches a three. Drains the three-pointer. Lillard's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Heat.
He is starting to build up a little confidence. Hit just 1 3 in the entire first half, but he has hit 2 more since then.
Outside Butler. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Explosive athlete, the tenacity of Jimmy Butler, too much to contend with.
And Lillard kicks to Wade. Levine against Lillard. Back to Wade. Chicago grabs the miss. Valentine's got his 4th rebound in this one. So they take the lead. And that's 21 points for Zach LaVine.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
Timeout called the Heat.
Great college pedigree for Denzel Valentine. 4 years at Michigan State University, my alma mater. A hometown kid from Lansing. His father was a Spartan, and Denzel honored his father's number, 45.
Chicago making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Markkanen. Justin Holiday comes in for Butler. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Zach LaVine. James Johnson's checked in for the Heat. Curry comes in for Damian Lillard. Here's Holiday. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And here's Carter. Outside Portis. To the left side wing. Down against Curry. Shot clock at 5. Here's Valentine. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Valentine recognized as the National Player of the Year his senior season.
You know, a lot of times seniors will slip in the draft. Valentine, too highly decorated to ignore. A lottery pick in 2016. One of those players who makes others better.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
When Dion Waiters is aggressive with this combination of quickness and power, difficult to stop without fouling.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls.
Dion Waiters should be a great free throw shooter. He has high arc, good touch, maybe just lack of focus at times.
And he can't hit the second.
And you could see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
And the pass to Dunn. He kicks to Holiday. Dunn up top, guarded by Curry. Here is Carter. And Valentine gets it to go on the assist by Carter. Carter's got 3 assists in the game. Miami's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Passed away. Over Holiday. And it's off the back rim. No good. Chicago leading. Dunn outside. Puts it up from 15. Great positioning on the putback. And it's 8 points for Bobby Portis.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
Curry kicks to Johnson. Wade outside. To Adebayo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
You know, D-Wade has always been a playmaker. Passing is a part of what makes him special.
Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Dunn against Curry. Holiday, the pass to Dunn. Knocks it loose. Softly drops in the floater. Dunn's got 6 in the quarter.
Love that little floater by Chris Dunn. He's trying to make it a weapon.
Waiters finds Wade. Over Holiday. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Right back after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. James Johnson is out there with Dion Waiters. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then it's Curry. Then it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot. Now, here is Lawson. Portis, the pass to Holiday. Kicks it to Valentine. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Valentine's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Bulls. Curry passes it away. Good D by Holiday.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
And Waiters kicks to Wade. Over Holiday. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Got a piece of it. There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Valentine passes to Lopez. Lawson kicks to Valentine. Just 4 to shoot. Three-pointer.
And this is what James Johnson has to do. Make sure you defend. Make sure you rebound. Whatever this team needs.
And the Heat, another 3.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Curry against Lawson. Dishes to Lopez. Lawson kicks to Valentine. Pass to Lopez. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Bulls lead by 6.
What a luxury it is as a passer to have a pick-and-roll target as big as Robin Lopez. Makes life easy.
Here's Adebayo trying to find Curry. He's got it now. It's good.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And Holiday kicks to Lawson. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Holiday, the pass to Valentine. And a miss there on the triple. The Heat trail by 4. The pass to Curry. Left side, Waiters. And the Heat, another 3.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, reason why they have found their shooting stroke. Their offense is clicking.
Now, here's Valentine. Pass to Portis. Lopez outside. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. They'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Wednesday, the Atlanta Hawks coming to town. That will tip off a homestand for them.
And for that matchup with the Clippers, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
Now, here's Valentine. He's guarded by Waiters. Valentine dishes to Lawson. Fires from the line. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Waiters. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And even 3-on-3 break for 3. Lawson, good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Miami. Down low. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Lawson's against Curry. Now, here's Valentine. T right on him. 5 to shoot. The putback. It's good on the putback.
This is what Portis looks to do. He looks to outwork you and punish you.
Timeout called, the Heat.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor. But that does take a lot of discipline.
With the new group, and a new group in for the Heat. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Hassan Whiteside comes in for Johnson. Josh Richardson's checked in for Waiters. And Lillard subbed in for Curry. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play. Take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. And we'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
Here's Dunn. That's in there. Carter with the assist. 14 points for Chris Dunn.
The beauty of the teardrop. Very difficult to really contest.
Passes it to Wade. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
His whole career, Wade has been making shots like that through contact. Great stuff.
Well, Smitty, Dwayne Wade back for another season in a Miami Heat uniform.
Great to see a legend and a future Hall of Famer still putting in work. The most important player in franchise history. He belongs, Kevin, in a Heat uniform.
Free throw good from Wade.
Dwayne Wade at the stripe. How many times have we said that before? He lives there.
Dunn kicks to Carter. Outside Butler. Over Wade. Butler, no good. The Heat trail by 3. Goes up the baseline. That's good from Wade on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got assist number 5 here tonight. Here's Carter. Banked in off the glass.
You see what Dunn can do when he's playing under control. That's an excellent pass.
For Miami, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Lillard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Chris Dunn picks one up. Well, Damian Lillard has never been one to doubt himself, and when he plays, he exudes confidence.
Has a short-term memory, which allows him to keep attacking even after he's missed a few. And that's the mentality you have to have on offense. He might be as good as any other guard in this game.
Throw good, Damian Lillard. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. Levine with it. Kicks it to Carter. Back to Levine. Beyond the arc. And it's Miami with the rebound. Lillard outside. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Against Lillard. Six to shoot. Kicks it out to Richardson. Over Levine. Hands the shot from the wing. And the Heat lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now, here's Markkanen. Pass to Carter. Levine with it. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. John misses. Miami's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Wade feeling it out a bit. Kicks to Lillard. Lets it go with the 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Sending shockwaves now. That's his 3rd triple of this half. 4th of the game.
Tipped away. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. The Heat making a switch here. Winslow's checked in. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
And Lillard gets double teamed. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
Chicago with the ball. Bulls trail by 4. Dunn kicks to Markkanen. The pass to Carter. Outside, Levine. Just 5 to shoot. And again, Chicago. No good. Here's Richardson. Second shot opportunity. No good. And the Bulls going the other way now. Feeds it to Butler. Trying to end the drought.
That's nice patience by Zach LaVine. Finding the open man, not trying to do it all himself.
And Lillard kicks to Winslow. Nurkic against Carter. And Whiteside with the basket on the assist by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 3 assists tonight. Dunn passes to Markkanen. Outside Butler. Dunn outside. Levine for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Levine's got 15 points here in the second half.
I mean, both sides are really battling. Zach LaVine right in the middle of it, wanting to take charge.
On the wing, Winslow. Defended by Butler. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 1. Markkanen kicks to Carter. Pass to Butler. Now here's Levine. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without foul.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort. Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Here's Levine after the basket by Jusuf Nurkic. Now here is Carter. Back to Levine. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. On the wing, Miami grabs the miss. Whiteside's got 13 rebounds in the game. Exceeded. Wasted no time on that one. Now it's a 5-point Miami lead.
And you have to like the location of this pass. Gives it to him where he can do something with it.
Here's Butler. Basket counts. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
You need a big basket, you turn to Jimmy Butler. He's the first option in their offense.
Not loose. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Down against Lillard. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
First one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
Passes it to Butler. Shoots over Winslow. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 27 points for Jimmy Butler.
Defense, what defense? Jimmy Butler was determined to knock that one down.
Lillard against Dunn. Richardson finds Nurkic. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Heat.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 41 seconds left in the fourth. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Stolen by Whiteside. Butler. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
I love this about his game. Jimmy Butler recognizing the situation, playing foul line down.
To the right side. And that's an intentional foul. The first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Big shots there. They are clearly in control of this game now.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shot from 12. No good off the front iron. And he commits the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Damian Lillard taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Butler passes to Markkanen. Back to Butler. Launches it. And that one drops.
Not only can you count on Markkanen to give you points, he can do it when it matters most.
And so it's Miami winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. And did we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. You know, we got a little more physical. You know, we did a great job of that.
And that led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.